Morning, everyone. Welcome to Entertainment Wednesday. May God bless each and every one of you. As you guys know, this Sunday that has passed, it was the Golden Globes, and I'll be honest with you, I did not know it was the Golden Globes until that same day. But I knew that one battle after another. They led the nominations with 9. They walked away with 4 wins. Paul Thomas Anderson, he took home Best Screenplay and Best Director. Wow, talk about, the fact that he got both in this massive award show like Golden Globes, that's big time. But yeah, one battle after another got 4. The Pit, which is my favorite drama series, they took 2 awards. Noah Wild got one for Best Actor in a TV series. The other one, they won for Best Drama TV series. Macaulay Culkin, he made a surprising appearance. I'm glad that he was there and he got a nice reception. Sinners, they won for Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. Amy Poehler won for Best Podcast. Snoop Dogg even presented her the award. Stephen Graham won for Adolescence. Heartbreaking limited series, that's on Netflix. I recommend you should check that out. But yeah, those are some of the big winners of the night. But the sad thing about it is that award shows don't grab my attention like it once did. I didn't see not even a minute of the Golden Globes. I just tuned in the next day and saw the recap, the winners and highlights and stuff like that. But it's just not as entertaining. It just doesn't grab my attention anymore. And politics is one of the things that really ruined it for me. So I remember when I saw Golden Globes in 2014, that was one of the things that really pushed me to want to become an actor and hopefully someday go to Golden Globes and win a Golden Globe. But things changed so much over the years, and then you have with the politics and even with my own personal life, a combination of all those things, like it just doesn't grab my attention anymore. But it's very sad how what the award shows has come down to nowadays. Sometimes you feel like that person got nominated because of politics, because of the whole rules that has been implemented. Because now, we're in this era of, about diversity. And I don't have nothing against diversity. But again, if you're going to get nominated, if you're going to win for something, it has to be earned. So nowadays, when I look at some of these nominations and these wins, I'm asking myself, did they really earn it? Or, they got the award, just to please them, to please that crowd, that group. But like I said, award shows in general is just not as entertaining as it once was. And this year's Golden Globes, in terms of ratings, they decrease. According to what I'm reading here on Deadline, it's a 7% decrease compared to last year. It's better than the 2023 one in terms of viewership. But also it also says that it's higher than the 7.42 million viewers average by the 2025 Emmys, and much lower compared to last year's Oscars. The 2026 Oscars will be on March 15th. And I feel that it's going to come down to either one battle after another and Hamnet for Best Picture. That's just my opinion. Either one of them is going to take it. Moving on to other news, NBC, they ordered a U.S. Marshal drama pilot called Protection from Josh Safran and Jenna Bush Hager. Protection joins a reboot of the Rockford Files, which received a pilot green light earlier yesterday. NBC is expected to order 3 to 4 drama pilots and the same amount of comedy ones, including the Dan, Gore, and Luke Del Tredice's PI half hour, which will be between January and May. So, Protection is about a story about a U.S. Marshal who falls in the line of duty, which is a cut and dry case turns into a deadly conspiracy as a family of law enforcement agents become the target of a mysterious assassin. Bridging personal differences and crossing professional boundaries, the Thornhill family must use the expertise from a lifetime of protecting civilians and politicians to protect one another and bring the killer to justice, even if it means betraying their sword code. There's another news that it has been happening this week. Very unfortunate. It caught me by surprise too, because there's one particular movie that I learned about him, and it takes me back to my childhood memories. And I really liked him in this movie, even though he's known for other projects such as 30 Something. And I'm talking about the actor Timothy Busfield. Timothy Busfield, who was 68 years old, he has been charged with child sex abuse accusations, and he turned himself in. He turned himself in days after authorities in New Mexico issued a warrant for his arrest. This is Hollywood. Hollywood has a history of actors, directors, producers, etc. doing the most despicable things you can think of. So when I heard about the news, a part of me, I'm like, here we go again. Typical Hollywood behavior. And then there's also a part of me that I said to myself, like, him out of all people? Like, there's just certain actors when you see on screen that they give you that impression that they seem like, you know, someone that seems cool, someone that seems kind-hearted. You guys know what I'm saying, like that. But at the same time, you know, looks are deceiving. So when I saw him in Little Big League, a baseball movie that came out in 1994, which is one of the most underrated baseball movies I've ever seen, he plays as the third baseman. The first baseman of that movie. And when you see him in that movie, not only does a good job as an actor, but he gives you that impression like he might seem like a good dude in real life. Again, it has to do with like physical appearance. So this news about him getting hit with child sex abuse, kids, people in general who enter this business or any industry, you gotta be careful. And when I first heard about the news as well, I thought about this is one of those situations that happened like 20, 30 years ago. But no, that's not the case. But yes, Timothy Busfield, he turned himself in. Mugshots came out as well. And He turned himself in, but at the same time, he's denying the accusations against him. And this is what he had to say, and I quote, "Hi everybody, it's Tim. I'm sure most of you know that are watching this that I was ordered to come to Albuquerque. I'm here now," he said. "I got the call Friday night. I had to get a lawyer. Saturday, I got in the car, drove 2,000 miles to Albuquerque. I'm gonna confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. And I did not do anything to those little boys, and I'm gonna fight it," he continued. "I'm gonna fight it with a great team, and I'm gonna be exonerated. I know I am, because this is all wrong and all lies. So hang in there, and hopefully I'm out real soon and back to work," he concluded. "I love everybody for supporting me. Thank you." So the acts that happened, the child was 7 years old, and it occurred on the set of The Cleaning Lady, a TV series that Timothy Busfield directed and acted in. Supposedly, Busfield allegedly touched the child 3 or 4 times, and again another 5 or 6 times when the child was 8 years old. So the whole investigation of the allegations began on November 1st, 2024, after a doctor at the University of New Mexico Hospital alerted officers about a case of alleged sexual abuse. And also, one of the boys was diagnosed with moderate PTSD and anxiety following the claims of inappropriate touching. Timothy, he's married to his wife, Melissa Gilbert. Busfield said that he and his wife, Melissa, had a relationship with the boys and their family outside of the show before the children were cast, and had seen them at social gatherings and had even purchased Christmas presents for the boys. And this is according to what it says on the warrant. This is according to everything that I'm reading online. So, but yeah, that's the situation. We're gonna see what more news can come out of this. But yeah, a part of me, I was surprised when I learned about this news. And at the same time, again, Hollywood has a history of doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. And in many cases, these people have gotten away with it. So let's see what happens, because this case is not gonna go away anytime soon. Well, guys, that does it for today's Entertainment Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great day. Continue to work on what you're doing. Always keep your spirits up. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. It's Wednesday, midpoint of the week, so finish the week strong. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday for a new episode of Entertainment Wednesday.